Welcome to the fourth lecture of Digital Signal Processors and Architectures. Uh, in this lecture, we'll discuss about simple two topics known as decimation and interpolation. So decimation and interpolation both deal with changing the sampling rate of a sequence. So decimation stands for decreasing the sampling rate without violating the sampling theorem, whereas the interpolation increases the sampling rate of a sequence appropriately by considering what are the neighboring samples it has. So if we see what is a decimation, so decimation we have discussed that it's a process of dropping the samples without violating the sampling theorem. And the factor by which basically we decimate is known as decimation factor, and here we are representing it with the capital M. So the output of the decimation process is represented as Y of M, and this equation represents the input-output relation between input-output relation of the decimation. So if we see here, in order to avoid the sampling theorem violation, the signal is first band limited using a filter, digital low-pass filter, which has the filter coefficients represented as BK. So the decimation process is based on these two expressions. So once it is filtered, then it is given to a downsampler where the number of, or whatever the samples we had, the total number of samples are decreased depending on only those particular samples are being considered, which are represented with capital M. That gives our output of Y of M. When we see the next process called as interpolation, interpolation is the process of increasing the sampling rate. So how can we increase the sampling rate? By inserting some new samples in between, by exactly considering what are the neighboring sample values. So if we observe the input-output relation of the interpolation process, it is given as Y of M is equal to sigma bk W M of M, W of M minus K. So this shows that here the sampling rate is being increased by a factor called as capital L. So the interpolation factor here is capital L. So that's why M is given as 0 plus or minus L plus or minus 2L and so on. Whereas for other values of this, the other values, I mean other than these values, the value of W of N will be 0. So if we see the structure, or if you see the representation of the interpolation process, here basically for the given sequence W of M, L minus 1 number of zeros are being inserted. Suppose X of N is our given input sequence. So L minus 1 number of zeros are being inserted, and then this is applied to a low pass filter which is having the coefficients as filter coefficients as BK. So basically the filter computes the interpolated samples using the samples of the original signal. What is the order of the filter? I mean, what order we are basically trying to use equals the number of original signals which are used in interpolated signal sample. And this is nothing but a low pass filter. So the interpolation process structure is shown like this. If we see a simple example of the interpolation process, so if suppose this is an input sequence considered X of N, which consists of the samples 0, 3, 6, 9 and 12. We interpolated with the factor, interpolation factor is capital L equal to 3. And the filter coefficients are BK equal to 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 1, 2 by 3 and 1 by 3. Now, if I have to calculate the interpolated sequence. So the very first thing we have to do is insert the zeros. So how many zeros we are planning to insert is whatever the value we are being given here, capital L. So those many number of L minus 1 is 3 minus 1, 2. So between every two samples, between 0 and 3, we have to append 2 zeros. So 0, 0. And between 3 and 6, again 2 zeros. So similarly, we have appended L minus 1 zeros between every two samples. And these are the filter coefficients given. And depending on the equation given for us, Y of M equal to sigma bk W of M minus K. So here our K value is from minus 2 to plus 2, because minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. So when we start calculating for m equal to 0. So y of 0 equal to, we'll get the values. Y of 0, we got it as 0. So similarly, if we calculate y of 1 is 1. Similarly, y of 2 is 2, and so on. If we similarly calculate all the remaining samples, the value what we are going to get, the sequence of y of n is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So if we see here, the original sequence given for us x of n is this sequence, which consists of 5 samples. Whenever we see the output of the interpolation process, this is the interpolated sequence basically we are talking about. So if we observe here, totally we have here 13 samples. So we are basically increasing the sampling rate of the sequence using the interpolation process. So decimation is a process of decreasing the number of samples and without violating the sampling theorem, and interpolation is a process of increasing the sampling rate of the sequence by considering what might be the values of the neighboring samples. That's it. We'll continue in the next lecture of DSP.